welcome to Arkstorie's episode on What's Your Story. Today we have Vijay with us, and he's going to be telling us about his journey, and we're going to ask him a couple of questions. Avaru eppadi irundaru, avaru enga irundhu vandaru, and we're going to get to hear a lot of cool things. So thank you so much, Vijay, for giving me this episode today and for your time. I've heard a lot about you, but I'm going to let you do a quick introduction.
I don't know what you heard about me.
I have some
That's
good
a
sources.
broader sense of.
So I'll just go ahead and ask the first question. From your background, just coming into that pivotal moment of technology and digitization in India especially, how was your journey starting off from traditional media to now where, untraditional we can say?
See, I'm basically a village boy. Okay. I come from a town called Mayavaram. Okay, I studied my schooling and college over there. Prior to that, I was here in Arkstorie side. I studied BCom, you have to believe it.
Wow.
Okay. I did my BCom with quite a lot of barriers. Okay. Somehow it's not happening for me. It's not working out for me. Then I came to Chennai. I wanted to learn painting. That was my idea. I used to do a lot of paintings, abstracts, so many things that I used to do. So I started learning painting. I was not searching for a job and all. First 2 years I was freak, not working anywhere, not even applying for job because my degree certificate has not come. So I wrote 13 arrears.
Wow.
After I finished my college. So it took 1.5 years for me to get the certificates and everything. So when I was learning painting, I studied a lot about graphics those days. So I want to move into graphics. And that was just emerging at the time. I don't think so even 2D technology was there. It was CAD, AutoCAD and all these things was there. Somehow I don't want to be in accounts job. That is not my game. That's not my... First and foremost, Ethnika, I cannot sit in one place. That's the biggest problem. Okay, I'm a very restless guy. So something will be on the processor all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. So accounts and all, you need to have a meticulous concentration. You have to really do that work. For a namesake, I've attended an interview in The Hindu.
Okay.
The Hindu, I've attended one interview. Obviously, I know I'll be rejected. I don't know anything about accounts. So for the family's sake, I have attended one. Parallelly, I had an instinct, I'm a good salesman. I had a confidence that I can sell anything. Because that was because sales is something that you do every day at a home also. For everything you have to do your own sales.
Yeah.
So I had that ability. So I joined selling space in Bombay Samachar.
Okay.
That was my first job. His name was Sheshasha, he is no more. So he was a representative for Chennai. I joined him to sell space in Bombay Samachar in 1993.
Wow.
Sometime in July.
Okay.
July or August. So it was a lot of work at the time is that your transportation is not like this. Buying a motorbike was a dream for many people. We all used to operate only with the public transportations.
Wow.
I used to walk every day. Today I'm 54. 1993, you calculate.
Yeah.
I used to walk. I come from CIT Nagar, I get down at Mount Road and full Mount Road I used to walk because there are so many agencies that we have to cover. So when I get down at Mount Road in the morning, say about 10:30, 10:45 in the morning, I'll take back a bus at 4:30 in the afternoon, evening. So we cover the entire agency by walking. Okay. That was an amazing experience. I still miss those days. Okay. Some Iranian tea you'll get an Iranian tea near that Mount Road and all. So Iranian tea, that samosa and all. It was an amazing life. But the learning was that was the time print was booming. Print was booming, but parallelly electronic media was
Coming up.
emerging.
Yeah.
So we used to go to agencies where somebody sitting next to me will be working for Sun TV, a new medium,
Yeah.
you know. So I always had that interest towards learning something new. Then I chose to move on to electronic media in '94. I want to get into electronic media. Space selling, somehow I thought it is not the game here for the future. So I joined in television business, selling airtime. That's how I started my life. It was an exciting journey. From there, we have done a lot of work. But this is how I started my career. I don't know why I have come to the space. It is not by choice or chance. I just decided I got a job. I just started. That's how it is. Of course, I want to be aware of accountancy.
Yeah.
So better I got something. And when you take up a salesman job or a marketing job, it's always that you will be outside. You will go meet a lot of new people. That was all interest in me, and I've learned a lot. And see, today world, everything is on the mobile.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a reference, say a great painter like Grunewald, or if you want to talk about a Picasso, you want to talk about Van Gogh, right? Joseph Turner. If you want to talk about
Rembrandt,
all these guys,
Yeah.
today everything available in the net.
Yeah.
Those days we have to go to Kanimura Library. We have to go to Kanimura Library. In Kanimura Library there are certain rules.
Huh.
He will not give access to everybody. So you need to know that guy. So then only he will access. What if he tears something and go?
Yeah.
So this is all the very important books
Yeah.
in those days. There is a series called Great Artist Series.
Oh, wow.
So I have done all the serious book I have read on those days. Michelangelo and Da Vinci, and I know very in detail about their work and how they have done.
Yeah.
There's a very interesting book called Agony and Ecstasy. Okay. So all these things you can only go there and read.
But now you can find it on the click of your thumb.
Yeah. Today everything is easy. Not those days it's not like that.
Yeah.
There's a painter called Grunewald, who painted everything in and around Jesus. Okay, in and around the Jesus, his themes will be there. Van Dyck. There is a color called Van Dyck brown.
Yeah.
Van Dyck used to use that brown to,
Yeah.
do. So that was a very interesting phase of my life actually. I want to become a painter,
Yeah.
and I am a follower of M.F. Hussain.
Okay.
Can you believe it? That painting I have only done.
Oh, wow.
I want to become a painter. I never thought I will do all this. What I am doing is totally different.
Yeah.
That's the way the life is,
Yeah.
You have family, you have to earn money. End of the day, more than you chase your passion. When your parents are there with you, you have to take care of them. So that has changed a lot in my path. This is how I started, and I stepped into media. This is how it has happened.
Okay. And coming from that journey, like into, the digital revolution of the 2000s and how, print media and digital media kind of like evolved, now generation that you see that, wanting to get a break into marketing or selling or even digital media, if you have kind of like tips and tricks or just cautioning them about advice that, hey, I made these mistakes that I wish someone told me, hey, what's up? Calm down, like listen to me. What would that be?
See, I'll tell you, I am actually nobody to advise anybody, I'll tell you, because I myself have to change a lot within myself. But it's a larger thought process, holistic view. It's all about constant learning. If you don't learn, you get stuck, right? One thing which has happened with me was I was a constant learner. Okay, and I'm a good PR guy. I will just make friends in no matter and then keep moving with people.
Yeah.
I have no problem in that. So what happened? I have a lot of friends in Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, everywhere. Okay, I used to travel there. Just go take a room and stay for 2-3 days. Spend time with them. understand something new. See, as I said in that other room, I saw RPG launch in one full page ad. RPG Cellular, Skycell Cellular. You understand?
Yeah.
And there was a mail called RPG, Sprint Mail. That was the first mail which has come,
Wow.
apart from BSNL.
Yeah.
Then there is another mail service was done by Starling Shivashankaran. I don't know. Then that is a mail service which is there. So you had to go dial, trunk, and all these things to go.
Yeah.
Then you have to go to Hotmail. I remember my first ID of Hotmail is Vijay Vishwanath at hotmail.com. I had an ID on my full name,
Yeah.
Vijay Vishwanath at hotmail.com.
Wow.
Later I reduced it because the name was too longer.
Hard to like type out.
Yeah. So the mobile phone that I'm holding, I bought it in Skycell
Yeah.
in 1997. The same number I'm having today. Same number I'm using today. That's my official number.
Yeah.
1997, I think sometime in July or August I bought it. I bought it on my own.
Yeah.
I am an enthusiast like that. I don't expect my company to give me everything. First car I bought it on my own. My cell phone I bought it on my own. My pager I bought it on my own. Because I am a guy who feel if you buy something that should stay with you forever.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that today you are in some position, company has given you a car, tomorrow you are not in the position, then you go get down and walk on the road. I don't want to do that. You understand? So I invest and do it. So I suggest the youngsters, whatever you do, whatever position that you achieve, try to stay there for longer period. That's one thing. See, excitement is always there in life, in everything. Today opportunities are much more. When I started my career, options were very limited. Okay. For me to understand internet can do so many things, it was 99.
Wow.
It was 99.
Yeah.
Right. Then we started accessing internet constantly, 2001. 2001. Then we started accessing internet constantly. I used to check my mail every day. I used to start communicate on mail to people on every day. That is in 2001. Many people were not using mail at the time. We used to get letters.
Yeah.
I remember one case. I took stay against your mother.
Oh wow.
That'd be interesting, right?
Yeah.
You should know that.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Against your mother, I took one stay. Okay. The judge was saying it has to be sent through registered post only. You can send it by mail, but that is not acceptable in the court. This has happened in 2001.
Oh wow.
Judge said.
Okay.
Okay. He specifically he told.
Yeah.
I took that stay against your mother program. I was marketing that program with her.
Oh wow.
Yeah. We used to fight, we used to hug. That's different. Okay. That's why she likes me. Okay. So this has happened. Today, your watch has become a document. Every way of communication has become a document.
Yeah.
Today, it has changed a lot. Those days, I remember, if you have to know something about stock market, either you have to go to a stock brokering or you have to read Economic Times. Then later only, the financial mediums have started coming, electronic mediums have come, money control and all these things. They all started, ShareCon, all these guys have started coming to give a lot more information about the stock market. Today, people are running classes on stock market as to how to make money. That has become a game now. You understand? So every sector is growing. Every sector, people are getting trained. There is an educationist in every sector. So that is how it is growing. So there is no particularly advice to the youngsters. So only thing is the digital medium is very tricky. See, one thing I would say that don't think you are a top of the world by creating 2 videos and those 2 videos touching 2 million and 3 million. No, that's not the game. That is a part of life. That can be a hobby, but that cannot be a career. If you have to develop a career, then you have to work in a proper environment, understand see, there is a process. Okay, I'm a cricket lover, right? You see many matches. Some people will lose in one ball, one run, two run. They will lose the match. It's all about the process. When you have the process right, you will win. When you don't follow the process, you will lose. So even career also the same thing. You have to have a process to it. You need to have a boss. You have to convince your boss. You have to convince your boss. You have to work with them. You have to understand what is his vision, and you should be ready to travel along with them to fulfill that vision or achieve that goal. So this process will happen when you are in a structured environment.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will not. So that is something that today, what is happening? I do this video, there's so much million going, I'm making $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. All money is see, I'll tell you, money is something any donkey can make. That's not the game. It's all about how you make. You should know where the money comes from.
The source of it.
Yeah, you need to know the source of it. You need to be the creator. You should design your own life. Right? That's when the fun is. Without knowing how I have become big, then you are in somewhere. You are not on your sense, you are not on your foot. You don't know from where you have come, from where you are going.
Yeah.
That is something that even today it is also applicable to me. I'll have to reinvent myself in every day. I'll have to do something. If I'm doing something new, I'll have to reinvent myself and do. So it is not an advice. That is a practice of life that we have to follow. Simple.
Uncle, given the traditional industries that are existent in India, and with young people wanting to kind of like find their way and their space, what are your thoughts about the event space for young people? Right, we see a lot of being spoken about this event and that event, and I want to do all of these cool things, but they don't have the experience or the exposure to it, but they want to do it. What is your thoughts on that?
See, events, I'll tell you, it's a very tricky business. Okay? You create some big properties. Okay? And leverage on the brand that is built over a period of time. You want to do small events and survival rate is around 10 to 15%, not more than that. Event as a career, yes. Activation. You have to get onto corporate client activations. It's a career. It's not that you sign up some music director, put some money on him, and then he will come and tell you what all the facilities that you need. You do everything, and then you try to sell tickets. That is one sort of event. I do not get into that game at all. I do events which is a corporate events. Because you know your client, you know your client requirements, you know what you have to do it for your client. And then take the money and then execute. You make your profit and then let him be happy with whatever the delivery system that you have done is a proper career. So event if you want to pursue, you have to work in a structured manner again.
So coming back to the process and the structure.
Finally, you have to follow a process to follow.
Yeah. And would you say like a lot of youngsters in our generation are now turning away from traditional education, right? They're like, I don't want to go to university. I just want to sit at home and learn the skills on YouTube. What is your thoughts on that?
See, as I said in the beginning, today you have ways and means to learn everything. You have ways and means. Everything is one touch. Nothing wrong in learning. But learning is fine. But the implementation, from whatever that you have learned, when you implement, you need to have certain process that you have to follow. You need to follow the process to implement it. Otherwise, learning is waste. See, you can learn so many things, but how many things are you are executing it actually?
Yeah. I think that comes back to what you spoke about the process, because when you go to a traditional university, then you have that process of the exam period and your lectures and subject to your professors, which kind of comes into that environment of working.
That's
subject to your managers.
That's a template, Ritinika. You have to follow the template. There is no shortcut to success. There's a process. Right? And sometimes your decision making. Are you making a right decision? Suppose you are quitting a current job and joining elsewhere. Is it a right decision? Is that company has a vision? Is the managers have got a vision? Okay. Are they following that vision? Are they towards that journey? All these things have to be analyzed. Otherwise, they will go crash and you will also crash along with them. I have seen many people who